Subhanallah walhamdulillah, subhanallah walhamdulillah, subhanallah walhamdulillah, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Awal. I'm an Nigerian from Nigeria. The topic that I want to tell you, today is about when you have finished your eating your meal, finish, despart, separate, scatter, one it land. That's the end of eating. And also end of Sallat. Where Allah say, فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. When you have end of Salat, when Salat are ended, disperse, separate, scatter, one it land. Then that's the explanation that I want to tell you. Then Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillah, that's Allah name. Ar-Rahman, that's Allah name. Ar-Rahim, that's Allah name. See, all is Allah name. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahman. Allah is Ar-Rahman in the soul. If I start talking about Rahmani, then Allah is Ar-Rahman in the soul. Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah is Ar-Rahim thereafter. Then this word and have all together is in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then when you count Alpha Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you saw it 19, that's 19 angel. Then 19 angel, they are the angel that said that are guidance of the whole world and heaven. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Then Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 31, verse 53. Say, before that, how if the salat is ended, when you finish eating your meal, finish that joiner hand that you are joining, performing du'a, then the exception of that, and then because it's forbidden for you when you finish your eating your meal, you join a hand perform dua. Allah forbid it. Immediately when you finish eating your meal, you disperse, separate, scatter one land without sitting for a talk, without talking to each other. Also, when salat are ended, Allah forbid for you to join your hand perform dua. When the salat are ended, you disperse, separate, scatter one land without talking. Then solution to that, meaning how can that joining hand that you are doing performing dua, how can you be able to do it? You can only do it that is before performing salat, and then before eating walima. That is the time you will do it to seek from Almighty Allah. But immediately when you started salat, then whatsoever you might remove it, remain Allah think alone, and then when salat are ended, you immediately salat are ended, you disperse, separate, scatter, winder. When you are departed to from there, you seek the bounty of Almighty. Also eating, when you have eaten your meal finished, when you come to before you eat walima, that is the time you will seek from Almighty Allah. Before you eat walima, that time you join your hand performing dua that you are performing, seeking that you are seeking. That's the time you seek. But immediately when you started eating, you keep quiet from starting of that eating to the end. Immediately when you eat finish, you disperse, separate, scatter one in land without talking. Then where you departed to, that's when you say, you glorify Allah by saying, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah. Look at it. Then also again, in naming, in marriage ceremony, after the marriage, after everything, that's the time you will eat. You see, that one is correct. That's during the marriage ceremony, naming ceremony. during the naming ceremony also. So during the naming ceremony, when you have named the child name, you will seek for the child. Then after you have finished seeking for the child, that's at the time you will started eating. Then when you are eating that in group, make sure you keep quiet from the starting to the end, and then immediately when you finish eating, you despart, separate, scatter wonderland. If you like, immediately when you eat, immediately when you started eating, you only have chance to talk before that eating. But immediately when you eat finish, you are eating. Immediately when you started eating, you keep quiet. When you eat finish, you despart. When you are departed to, that's where you seek from all material. When you are departed to, that's where you will perform. You will thank Allah. When you are departed, that's where you thank Allah. Say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah. That's where you are alone. We are departed to alone. Then also again, in a marriage ceremony, you will have to, after the marriage, you have seeking, join your hand, perform join that you are performing, seeking that you are seeking. Then after that is the time you will come to eat. Then when you are eating in group, that eating in group that you are seeing, eating in walima, that eating in group, you keep quiet. Immediately you only have chance to talk and before eating. Immediately when you started eating, then you keep quiet. From starting of that eating to the ending. Then immediately when the eating is ended, despart, separate, scatter one land. Then when you are departed to, then from there now thank Allah. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. That is it. Any group that you are grouping, anything that you, anything, is it Eid al-Kabir, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Kabir, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Kabir, any occasion that you will gather, make sure you only have chance to talk, to seek from Almighty Allah before you started eating that in group. Any occasion. Is it Eid al-Kabir? When you finish seeking before you want to eat walima, Eid al-Kabir, then or Eid Sallat, Eid al-Fitr, Salat Eid al-Fitr, or Salat Eid al-Kabir, then if you come to eat in walima there, that's an eating group. Before you started putting your hand in that food, you only have chance to talk at that time, to seek from Almighty Allah. That join hand that you are doing perform dua, you only have that chance at that time. But immediately when you put your hand, immediately when you started eating, then at that time you keep quiet from the starting of eating to the ending. Then when the eating is ended, you despart, separate, scatter one in land, without sitting for a talk. Then from there, when you are departed to, you now thank Allah. If you like, if you are going to working place, or you are going to your house, or you are, immediately when you finish eating, you will despart without talking. So in any occasion, in any gathering that you are gathered, in any gathering that you gather, make sure you only have chance to talk before eating in group. When you come to eat, you only have chance to talk before eating in group. Then seeking from Almighty Allah, whatever you want to seek, you seek. You join the hand that you are joined, perform dua. That's it. And then you adjust your voice. In your seeking, you adjust your voice. That's that you will neither learn or when you say something, you say it openly. May Allah give us something. May Allah give us something. Then your recitation of the verse that you are reciting, that you announce to the others to recite the same. Let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Let us recite Surah Al-Susuti. Let us recite Surah. Let us recite Susuti. Let us recite Susu verse. Then, after you have said it openly, after you have said it openly, your intention, the way they are saying, then your voice, when you come to recite, each one of you will recite. Before recite, Imam say, let us recite Susu thing. Let us recite Susu verse. When you come to second, let us recite Susu verse. From the whole part. Then immediately when Imam says so, then when each of you come to the side, you adjust your voice. You will neither loud or hide it. Your recitation will be little to unless somebody come closer to you, you hear see this paragraph inside. That's the way we take recite first in Salat. You adjust your voice. Then in your recitation. That's all your recitation. That's it. Then immediately when you finish seeking, then that's the time you have chance to talk. Immediately when you started eating, put the hand in that food, then you keep quiet from start to the end. And then when the eating is ended, you disperse, separate, scatter one dinner. If you like, we are going to a place you're going from there. Immediately when you finish, without talking, you start going to where you are going. You start going. If you are to want to go into your house, you stand immediately without talking to each other. You start going. Then on your departing, where you are going to, you now from there. After you have departed, you now thank Allah on the way. Keep going. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. You see this? And then Salat in the mosque. Before you perform Salat, you only have chance to talk. Before that, perform Salat. Whatever you want to see, whatever you want to say to each other, whatever you want to seek for Almighty Allah, or is it anything you want to say about contribution and all that? Everything before that Salat, like those ones that are like the beggars that used to say that they will beg, looking for the attention of the Muslim. Is before that Salat, you Muslim will tell to the others, so person is needing so help. So if you get something to give it to him, so look at him. You tell them, oh, is it anything? Is it you want to seek something for a woman, of that you take it, that will make you to join your hand? Then before that perform Salat, you will do it. Immediately when the time of Salat reach, then you only have chance to talk before that time. Immediately when the time of Salat reach, you now focus on Salat. You now clear whatsoever in your mind. The minute Allah teach you, you recite, adjust your voice. The Imam is reciting, you also at the back will be reciting. Because Allah says, وَكُلُّكُمْ آتِيهِمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ, for each one of you will come to Allah alone on the day of resurrection, without a friend or protector or helper. The way you come to this world alone, that's how you go and meet Allah on the day of resurrection alone, without the friend or protector or helper. That's why I see when Imam say Allahu Akbar, each one of you at the back of Imam say Allahu Akbar. If Imam recites Surah Al-Fatiha, then each one of you at the back of Imam will be reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. Because of what Allah says in Surah Maryam chapter 19, verse 95 said, وَكُلُّكُمْ آتِيهِمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَرًّا. Each one of you will come to Allah alone on the day of resurrection, without defender or protector or helper. The way you come to this world alone, that's how you go to meet Allah alone on the day of resurrection, without defender or protector or helper. That's why I see when Imam is reciting Surah Al-Fatiha, each one of you at the back will be reciting. Whatever Imam is doing, if Imam go to ruku, sujood, each one of you at the back of Imam will go to ruku, sujood. Whatever Imam do, you also at the back of Imam will be doing the same thing. If you remain anything, you remain to yourself. That's it. So when the Salat is ended, this فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. When the Salat are ended, disperse, separate, scatter in the without talking. Depart. When you are departed to, is it your house? Is it you find a place where you are going to? When you are departed to from there, you now you seek the bounty of Allah, which is performed as subhanallah. You are just obeyed. You now see whatever you want in this world and hereafter. Wazkurullah kasara, remember Allah so much. Remember Allah thinking alone. Remember Allah in your heart, you pray. Because the way Allah is one, that's how that name Allah is one, and there's no one better than name Allah except Allah, and then you cannot approach and then you cannot do it. You see, somebody can be a Rob. 99 of all matters, somebody can be a those names. Like Rob, somebody can be a Rob, Master can be a Rob, King can be a Rob. Sadiq, somebody can be a Sadiq. Sadiq, and that's the name of Allah, Almighty. Then Rahman, that's the name of Almighty. But somebody can be a Rahmani, Rahman. But Rahman, that's the name of Almighty. But the way name Allah, the way Allah is one, that's how that name Allah is one, and there's no one is better than name Allah except Allah, and then you cannot appropriate, and then you cannot do it. If you have a pen, you write it so that you don't forget it. Remember name Allah when you have it. You see, don't go and remember those things that people said, Araf Rabbi Alamati Kasiratin, there's many signs for you to recognize. My Lord will teach me half from it. Sky rocketed, star rocketed, moon rocketed, sun rocketed, tree rocketed. See, those are the signs. And then those things that they tell you, the same thing. Azara, father of Prophet Ibrahim, is worshiping beside Allah. Azara is worshiping stars, moon, sun, wood that is kept out from the trees beside Allah. So see, and then that same thing, Fiqhu tell you, see, Araf Rabbi Alamati Kasiratin. And then you see that is shirk sin around for you. So the name of Allah, that's what you remember in your heart, your brain. Because the way Allah is one, that's how that name Allah is one, and there's no one is better than name Allah except Allah, and they cannot appropriate it, and they cannot. From the start of Salat to the ending, from the start of Salat to the ending. From the start of seeking, of your seeking to the ending. It might be that you might succeed, it might be that you might not. The way you are certain, that's how Allah also certain Salat. So you do it exactly. So you see, Allah saying, for Iza, when you are eating your meal, despart, separate, scatter, wawanta. Wala musta'anis hadith without sitting for a talk. That is what Allah said in Surah Al-Azab, chapter 1, verse 53. So, that garden that you are gathering, eating walima, you see Allah talking to it. Then the same way we are gathering, eating walima, that's how Allah command us to gather and salat. Ant lillahi masna wa farada summa tatafakkaru. Stand for the sake of Allah. Impure one in the front, and then you take. Impure, that's two people at the back, one at the front. From two people to many at the back, one at front. That's the congregation salat. You see, from two to many, and one at the front. Then, so you see, God garden that we're garden performing congregation salat is a command. Let's give it to. And then, immediately there, when the salat is ended, Allah said, despart, separated, scatter one another. When salat are ended, despart, separated, scatter one another. So look at it. Then your recitation is a way between, which is Surah Al-Isra, chapter 1, verse 1, and that's only one verse. That's why you must still come out verse salat. When you start the Quran from cover to cover. Then end of that verse, Allah says, Wala tajhar bi salatika, don't loud salat, wala tukhafir, don't hide it, wabtagi bayna zalik salat, but free. Then a way between louding and hiding is that you will neither loud or hiding. Your recitation will be to Allah, somebody come closer to you, say this what God saying, citing. Your recitation will be like this. Bismillah. You see, and loud, I did loud, I had it. Your recitation will be to Allah, somebody come closer to you, say this what God saying is reciting. That's way between just force and salat. Then all is lasting start from salat to subhi, salat to zuhri, salat asr, salat to maghrib, salat to isha, shafa, and to nafila to zidoi. All your recitation in salat, all your recitation in tasbih, all your recitation in dua. You are just a voice. You will neither loud nor hide. Your recitation will be to Allah, somebody come closer to you, say this what God saying is reciting. That's way between what such for salat. And then that's with all of it. The proof how did one go to Al-Anfal chapter 8 verse 24 say. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله ولرسوله إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يقول بين المرء وأنه إليه تحشرون. Say, all you who believe, answer Allah and His Messenger what He called it that which is given, and know that Allah come in between person and side, and then to Him shall God. وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَقُولُ, and know that Allah come in between. Allah come in between. Then Allah say, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا fluid. So you see, the way between is the way fundamental does not that. So this way between, that's what you follow in your salat. If Imam is reciting, you also at back also be reciting, adjusting your voice. Also eating, you keep quiet, each one of you, observing the twisting of the food that you are twisting in your mouth. You hear the sound little, as if this person is eating. That's a way. And then again, when you are eating, you fold your leg, because in Sallat, you fold your leg before Allah in all your Salat. Folding leg to a sin is a sign of obedience to Almighty Allah. That's it. Salam.